do not make me do this.
We're about to have the worst day ever at Epcot, and you made us do it.
Here are all of the things to avoid when you're planning your next Disney trip.
Planning your Disney World trip is always important. Why? You want to make sure you are making the most of your trip. Seeing the things you want to see, tasting the things you want to taste, and doing the things you want to do. So going with the game plan is super important.
We asked our awesome followers over on Instagram, what would your worst day at Epcot look like? We pulled the most popular answers, and now, unfortunately, we're gonna do them. There are things you must avoid when you're planning your next trip in Epcot, and we're gonna show you all of them.
So we are headed to our very first, I don't want to call it a punishment, but these the things, very first thing to avoid when planning your trip at Epcot. And it's not this entire thing, it's just a specific thing there. And we actually have to do this thing before we do every single item on our list. So we are here at Club Cool. Club Cool is a merchandise spot where you can buy all your fun Coca-Cola merch, as well as taste around the globe. Yeah, these fun little soda fountain stands, I guess. Yeah, where you can try a bunch of different sodas from around the world. And there's one specific interesting flavor that's, well, it's pretty infamous, yeah. And so we have to try this flavor before everything we do today. So here we go.
We haven't had the displeasure. This is the Beverly. It's from Italy. Well, it's described as a bitter flavor. It's a popular non-alcoholic.
And so our worst day ever begins.
To the worst day.
To the worst day. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the Beverly.
Literally just the worst.
Okay.
And that set the tone. So to start off our worst day, we are going to rope drop, I think, one of the most controversial rides in all of Disney World. That's going to be Journey into Imagination with Figment. Also, if you don't know what rope dropping is, that is essentially just getting here slightly before the park opens and then going to whatever ride is that you have like highest priority. In the past, Disney used to have like a physical rope that they dropped. They don't do that anymore, but people still use the term.
Now, typically when you're rope dropping, you want to go to the attraction that is your number one, like, your must-do attraction, especially for the ones that have the higher wait times. Here at Epcot, specifically, would be either Remy's Ratatouille Adventure or Test Track.
Maybe Frozen if you're a big Frozen family, but those three, and I would say nothing else.
Specifically because some of these attractions, especially Figment, they're going to have shorter wait times throughout the rest of the day. So it's important to, hit the ones that have the longer wait times right away, because that's going to be the times that the parks are the least amount of capacity.
If you're also here a little bit early enough, you can maybe beat those crowds and not have to wait for those rides. It's like my personal Olympics, to see how short of a wait time I can get when I rope drop.
Yeah.
So utilize that if you can and you're willing to.
But now we're here at Figment,
which we've not looked, we haven't checked. I would guarantee this is a walk-on, because why would anyone rope drop Figment but us?
I dressed as Figment for the occasion. I've got a purple shirt on and yellow horns. But it's a hat, it's horns.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Who are you?
I was supposed to, I'm going for a Snow White, the whole vibe, but also it's long sleeves and pants, and it's gonna be in the 90s. Worst day
ever!
Woo!
Journey into Imagination with Figment is a slow-moving dark ride where you explore the five senses with Dr. Nigel Channing. Welcome to the Imagination Institute. I actually love this queue because it goes back to all like the fun inventors of the past, like from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Flubber, and Figment.
I should light a candle to begin.
Oh.
Then follow
Wait,
the
hold on. Okay. It's like Simon. There we go. Oh! Too many times.
So I had my turn, so now Sage has to have his turn. Very excited to see what he chooses. This is the Melody Maker. So you're supposed to conduct music by moving your arms, and Figment's supposed to follow. Wow!
As promised, between every worst day ever task we do that you've given us, we're back for a shot of Beverly. I wonder if by the end of this, we're actually gonna really start to enjoy it.
No. All right. The sweet elixir of life.
It's just, it's the after thing.
It's just bitter.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add. Okay, so our next lovely thing on our way to our extra lovely thing.
Extra lovely.
Yeah. First, we're going to have to admit, we are not going to use Genie Plus today because that is a part of our worst day. If you don't know what Genie Plus is, it is a Fast Pass paid service where you get to skip the lines here at Disney World. There are 3 different tiers. There's first, which is the free Genie Plus. It's just free Genie. You can use it. It's a tip board on your phone, and Disney will suggest what to do at certain times, and you don't have to pay for that one. The second one is called Genie Plus, and it ranges from $15 to $30 a day, depending on crowds. And that's where you get to skip certain lines throughout the day, but not every single attraction is included. And that's the third tier, where you get to purchase individual lightning lanes. There is one per park, and it also ranges from $15 to $30 a day.
Now, the reason no Genie Plus is part of our worst day ever is literally because it's kind of a busy day today.
It is a little bit of a busy day. The holiday crowds, you know, they were crazy. Then we had our peaceful moment, and people are starting to ramp back up.
Now
it is getting towards spring break time.
Spring break! Woo! So, because we can't use Genie Plus, that means the lines are going to be longer, and stay tuned because...
it's part of it. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
But it's part of a worse day.
I'm just dreading it so much.
Honestly, comment right now what you think it is, because I could bet money you're all going to get it right.
Next up on our worst day ever list is riding Mission Space. Now, this is kind of controversial because I know a lot of people do like Mission Space, but we're riding the very specific version of Mission Space, and that is Mission Space Orange Mission. Now, there are actually 2 different sides to Mission Space. Now, the green mission is your less intense training. It's still a motion simulator ride, but it does not spin and is less likely to cause motion sickness. However, Orange Mission, which is what we're doing, is highly turbulent. It's a thrill ride, lots of G-forces, and there are a lot of warnings involved. This is the #1 attraction that when I talk to people about, hey, you know, what makes you feel sick at Disney? They go, Mission Space, Orange Mission. Basically, it spins you around so quickly that it makes you feel like you're pinned to the back of the chair.
G-force, baby.
G-force, baby. In Mission Space, you each get a specific role too, which is kind of cool. Whether it be pilot, navigator, engineer, or commander, you each have a specific role to play and different buttons to push based on what's happening on your mission. Listen, I know we still have to talk about Mission Space, but maybe we should go talk about Mission Space over a nice cup of Beverly. Guess who's back? Back again. You are the most miserable right now.
It's just because it's Beverly.
Now over our Beverly. How do you feel about Mission Space?
I don't know if I've just aged or if they've like updated it. I did not feel like it used to be as intense as it is now.
Yeah.
And truly, like, my eyes water pretty much the entire time. Like, I just had 3 huge tears rolling down my face. I feel like my chest gets tight. It stresses me out, but it's fun. Like, I enjoy it. I ride it all the time. If you tend to have a hard time with enclosed spaces or feeling weird feelings in your chest.
Yeah, that's why this is on the worst day ever list, just because the ride is so intense. It is the only Disney attraction with doggy bags.
Code V bags.
Code V bags. The little paper bags. It is extremely intense, so if you are the least bit motion sickness, the least bit sensitive when it comes to enclosed spaces, definitely skip this on your next EPCOT trip. But they do have a green side in case you still want the
experience without the stress.
Yeah, the experience without the stress. A memoir.
By us.
By us. Cheers.
Oh.
Next up on our worst day ever itinerary is riding Test Track. Now, that doesn't really sound like the worst day ever. The reason it's on the worst day ever list is because we don't have Genie Plus, and Test Track is usually one of the longest waits here at EPCOT. It also doesn't help that Test Track continuously goes down because, well, it's an older attraction and the ride vehicles are a little complicated. So we could be waiting for quite some time. Currently, the wait time is 60 minutes, and it is in the middle of the day.
So if you haven't had the chance to test out Test Track, this is a ride where you get to build your own vehicle, design it with the people in your car, and then put it fully to the test. And you're gonna go outside. You're really gonna sit in your car, and you're gonna see how it competes with other people in your vehicle as well. And this is the fastest ride at Disney World. I feel good about this.
Yeah, we're trying to make the best car ever, right?
Yeah, best car. 2.
Look, we're at 2, we're done. Okay.
What did we do?
We're at 210. Let's go, let's see what happens. That was actually a 20-minute wait. Okay, so really all in all, after the pre-show, you're still waiting another good 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah, maybe. They've moved us pretty quickly though. Like I have waited much longer after the pre-show even.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty good about that.
Because there is a small line after the pre-show, but Disney still stops the clock to the pre-show. So from the start of the line to the pre-show, which is their design studio, it was only 22 minutes, but it was the wait time was listed at 60. So I feel good about that.
I feel amazing about that. But we do have to drink more Beverly. So my high is pretty much lost.
Okay, we're gonna get Beverly.
Cheers.
Is this really 4?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, you drink a lot of that.
Well, it's going down easier.
Is it really? Okay. All right, we are actually headed into World Showcase for our next worst day ever. We're gonna give our feet a little rest. So we're actually gonna take the boat. It's a transportation to World Showcase. If you're looking to find a quick and easy way to get across World Showcase Lagoon, come over here to Friendship Landing, which is right at the front, the entrance of World Showcase. Now boats usually depart around every 15 minutes, which isn't bad. Here's the front seat on purpose.
I just like it here. Nice views.
All right, we made it off the boat. Now the boat takes you to the Morocco Pavilion. So we're in Morocco, and luckily Japan is right next door, because that is where our next worst day ever experience is gonna be.
Okay, so we have made our way into the Japan Pavilion, and next up on our worst day is eating only things from Mitsukoshi. And Mitsukoshi, if you don't know, is kind of the store here in the Japan Pavilion, but it is easily one of the biggest stores in any of the pavilions. And you can find tons of things from different market-esque foods to even Mario and Hello Kitty merchandise.
I'm gonna call this the Odd Mitsukoshi Buffet.
Nice.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the most interesting or things that we would never try. Those are the things we're gonna get, and that's gonna be our lunch. Just because this is on our worst day ever, none of these foods are technically the worst. Everybody has their own thoughts and feelings and opinions about different things. These foods just might be different and new to us culturally. Okay, so we're each gonna get 2 things. One thing you choose has to be savory. One thing you choose has to be sweet. And we're gonna split up. We're not gonna tell each other what we're gonna get.
Are we choosing for each other, or we're obviously going to like share?
Oh no, we're gonna share. Yeah. All right, ready? Go.
All right, so immediately I came over to the Pocky section. I have had the chocolate, so I'm not going to get the chocolate. I want to try something new. I think I'm going to go with strawberry.
Okay, we've got a lot of teas over here. Okay, we've got apple rice cake. Interesting.
Okay, so then for our snack, for our salty snack, I don't know, I really want to think, because I'm really intrigued by these rice crackers. Safe option, different option, because I feel like I would really love the soup onion chip.
Oh, then there are these drinks. Like, What is original flavor of Hata soda? Secured. I'm actually kind of excited about this.
I'm very excited about this, to be honest.
So this could be a really good idea or a really, really bad idea. All right, and this is our snack lunch. Weird things. Okay, what did you choose?
Okay, so I chose these rice crackers, Japanese rice cracker. Yeah, that's all it is. I don't know anything about it other than exactly what I told you just now. But as we checked out, the cast member said it's her favorite thing. So I'm feeling pretty good about my choice.
Same.
And then I also got strawberry pocky, which is like strawberry cream over butter sticks.
Yeah, which I love.
I love chocolate pocky. I've never had strawberry.
Same. I was just gonna say, I love chocolate pocky. I've never had a strawberry one before.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I was mean. So this is dried squid. And apparently it's a little spicy, but it is dried squid. And then I wanted to get a beverage because there was a lot of beverage at Mitsukoshi, and this is the original flavor of Hata soda. It does smell good.
It smells good. Okay.
It smells like hibachi. I kid you not.
Yeah.
When you think of hibachi, that's what it smells like.
I'm very hungry.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose
Spices.
it.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Cheers.
That's really good.
That's really good. Oh, I'm gonna crave that.
There's a tiny kick at the end. Tiny.
Very tiny.
Almost non-existent, but I really enjoyed that. I really think it's just rice cakes.
Yep.
But they've added spices that they would put in like rice and hibachi.
Yeah, it does have the textural consistency of a rice cake, but what they added with the spices, and it's thicker. Like it's not like it's more dense. Rice cake, it's a little more flaky. Okay, the next thing we're gonna try is the original flavor Hata soda. Hata soda? I don't know. Cheers. Oh,
Okay.
that's not bad. It's like a seltzer water almost, except it's not as healthy as seltzer water.
It's like half of that carbonation isn't there.
Yeah.
The flavor's a little bit less, but it's not bad. Okay. He opened it immediately. I smelled it.
Oh my! You smell it?
Oh, I already smell it. I don't need to put it up at my nose.
Again, I want to be very clear. This is just not.
It's just different.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not saying it's bad. It is very different for
I'm
us.
very excited to try it, honestly.
So this is. It is literally dried and lightly fried squid. Cheers.
Okay. Well, he's having a hard time with it. I'm actually not upset by that. I'm okay with it. He did have to not finish his.
Nope.
I'm okay with what's happening.
Oh no.
I would not personally choose to eat this again. I understand why people might like it though.
Yeah. So I'll say, I'm a huge texture person.
Yeah.
Like a really, really big texture person. And it started off fine like a jerky. And then the more you eat it, the fish flavor comes out. And then the softer and really, really kind of like chewy, it kind of starts to dissolve. And then that's where it took me. That's where I started to, that's where I bailed. And it's not actually that spicy.
Okay, ending with our safest choice of all. I think we set ourselves up for a win here.
Oh my gosh, strawberry milk vibes.
Delicious.
It's really good. So it's like a lighter version of like a pretzel stick. And when I say lighter, I don't mean just mean the color. I mean literally.
Physically lighter.
The taste is lighter. It's not as dense.
No salt.
And kind of like a.
It's just like a little breadstick.
It's like it's very
breadstick.
and it's like dipped in this like strawberry yogurt. I felt like that whole interesting, odd Mitsukoshi buffet was kind of a success.
I think it was actually a smashing success because when you think about it, a worst day, we probably would have had 4 things we didn't like, but the fact that there was only one questionable one,
Yeah.
I think percentage-wise, we kind of knocked it out of the park.
I literally cannot believe we walked all the way back to Club Cool for a shot of Beverly before we do our next thing.
This is...
What is this? Is this 5?
Yeah.
5 shots of Beverly today. Get it in there. There we go.
Drink number 5.
Oh, no, that one tastes like...
It's been a minute since we were here, and it's just as bad as the first.
For our next worst day ever submission, this one was one of our, most suggested on Instagram. Now here at the Land Pavilion, you're gonna see all things featuring, the land. Disney is when I say land, I mean all things Earth related, all things kind of farming and different beautiful landscapes. Disney's very good at naming things. Very on the nose with these things. But here's where you're gonna find different attractions like Soarin', which takes you in a hang gliding motion simulator experience. You fly over beautiful scenery and different countries and landscapes. Then you got Living with the Land, which teaches you all about the future of farming and crops and how we can better save the food for the world, I guess, right? They got some eating places in here as well, like Garden Grill Restaurant, which is a character dining experience where the entire restaurant rotates 360 degrees. Sunshine Seasons, which is an a la carte kind of cafeteria style quick service. And then there's this. Oh, 0 minutes. Oh, we got to do this. Okay, we're going in for round 2, but we should probably explain why this is on our worst day ever list.
So if you haven't had the chance to check it out, Awesome Planet is a short 10-minute show narrated by Ty Burrell that is all about, basically, he's selling the planet Earth to you to live and why you should take care of it and why it's important and the changes that are happening and how you can impact them.
Yeah, that was all like really nice things about the show, Emma, but it's on our worst day ever list.
It's not, I hate to hate on it because I appreciate that it is.
Well, first things first, we're seeing it 3 times.
We are seeing it 3
times. And unless you absolutely love Ty Burrell or learning about the planet, I would say avoid.
For anyone, I would say this is a good place to sit down for 10 minutes. That's really the only thing that I think you should come see.
But also don't see it 3 times.
Don't know.
Well, we're back, but this time we switched places. Okay, one more time.
It's only 2 minutes.
Only 2 minutes, thank goodness. Honestly, do you think the cast members are like, have they really seen Awesome Planet 3 times? All right, last time. Okay, we did it.
3 times.
3 times. And what did you learn?
I learned that it is an awesome planet.
I learned that Ty Burrell is a great real estate agent.
He's wonderful, great narration, and
I will say you do learn a little bit about the planet. We have to go to Beverly one. I think this is the last time because we have one more final submission. Worst day ever. Let's go.
Okay, last time.
I will say I'm kind of a little numb to it now.
It's still not good.
Still not good, but I'm just like, I'm not as reactionary.
It just is something we had to do today.
It's the very last thing on our worst day ever list submitted by you guys. Then this one person said this.
Okay.
And I thought it was so funny that I was like, well, we have to do this.
Okay.
It said, go to the festival, do not enjoy.
We can make that happen.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Festival of the Arts, and we will not enjoy it.
So if you have not had the chance to check out EPCOT, EPCOT is always having a festival. So if you ever hear us talk about that, almost, and I use that term really carefully, it is almost year-round. EPCOT has a different festival going on with different themes, different food, different experiences. Here right now, while we're actively at EPCOT, is Festival of the Arts, and this festival is focused on different forms of art, live art, painting, artists, different even food art. It's really amazing. I think this is actually my favorite festival, but then they also have things like Festival of the Holidays, the Food and Wine Festival, tons of stuff. You can almost guarantee that Epcot's going to have one the next time you're here.
Now during these festivals, it's not just home to World Showcase. They actually do have food booths, or in our case, food studios, even before the World Showcase, near World Discovery, World Celebration, World Nature. Now this is one of the 2 new booths this year at the Festival of the Arts, Modern and Figment Inspiration Station. Now Modern actually is, basically it's modern morsels from the land and sea, appetizingly abstracted. We love a good alliteration. So we're gonna try something from here and not enjoy it, not even for a second.
I'm not enjoying this.
All right, we're gonna do our best to not enjoy this. Angry crab. Let's try the angry crab. The angry crab is a whole crispy soft shell crab with green papaya salad, mango sriracha fluid gel, and coconut lime foam with pomegranate and mango crushed pearls. Crab acquired. Oh, I do not enjoy what's happening right now. Oh, nope, I don't enjoy it.
If I were to enjoy this, I probably would say that it's really nice and crispy and light, and it has a really nice juxtaposition with those sweet, fruity flavors and the crispy crab that's been fried. I also really love the mango salsa. If I liked it, of course, if I enjoyed it, I would like the salsa
Right, yeah.
as well. But we've not enjoyed any of it, so I can't say those things.
I will say there is a light fishy taste, so if you're against fishy taste at all,
Avoid this.
avoid this for sure. It is soft shell crab, which means they literally soften the entire crab. You are eating the outside of the crab, which I think is always like an interesting image.
It's an interesting image. I think it's an interesting texture. That's kind of what adds part of the bite to it.
Crunchiness to it. I feel like that's where the fishiness comes
have a
from.
hard time with that.
Yeah.
But something to take into consideration.
I feel like that's where the fishiness comes from because I love crab, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've not enjoyed any of it. If you want to see us actually enjoy it, you should go check out our full Festival of the Arts video up on the channel.
Agreed.
And there we'll enjoy it.
There, but not here, not now.
I had two,
Never.
so I had it in my mind.
So, the question is, it was the worst day ever. Did we really have the worst day?
As far as true worst days go, this was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It was not a bad day, but I mean, I would definitely recommend not doing what we did.
Correct.
100%. Don't do this.
Yeah, don't do this. It is a pretty busy day. We didn't do any, except for test track, which should have been a 60-minute wait, but was only a 22-minute wait. We didn't really do anything else. Rode Figment, we road dropped Figment. That was a mistake. It just poor planning on our parts.
Yeah, poor planning. But thank goodness for things like AllEars.
Right,
They help me plan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. In our opinion, the worst thing that actually can happen on your Disney trip is you waste time on things that you don't care about or things that maybe you don't want to pay for. So I always say just come in with a plan. It doesn't have to be crazy. You know, you don't have to do every single hour of your day, but know what matters to you. And that's how you're going to make it a best day and not a worst day.
Exactly. Come up with a plan, but don't be afraid to find new things, try new things. For example, I think I would love to do the Mitsukoshi buffet again.
It was a lot of fun.
That was weird and fun, and I was here for it. So don't be afraid to try new things, but still
Know your priorities.
know your priorities. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch Sage have the worst day ever at Magic Kingdom. I won't see you there.
It was truly the worst.